Damn it, I'm hungry.
Jak to kurwa głodny. Dopiero co kurwa coś tam miałem. Ale czekaj, ten do kuchni chciałem iść. Gdzie tu jest kuchnia?
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin there.
Dobra, masz kurwa.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry, too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
What was that?
Panie dziwisz, czemu pan się nie dziwisz?
Hey!
No, dostałem w nogę strzałą, to nawet strzały mam, ja pierdolę. Kurwa, nie mam. Jeszcze. No kurwa, jak to jest kuchnia, ja to zjeść nie mogę. Nie, to kurwa nie może być tu. Tu jest coś. Nażrem się w końcu? Czy się nie nażrem?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Teraz przyjdę.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen? Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
feel quite hungry.
Nie kraść.
My word. Oh, good God. I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning. This bed is probably taken. I'm supposed to go and sleep in the chamber.
Budowy na dziedzińcu.
You're that lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
Kurwa.
will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream.
It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Czyli mogłem do mnie
It's terrible.
pociągnąć, tylko nie wiedziałem
How
jak.
could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Men in his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
You know what's happening?
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout Divish sent to see how things looked in Skalitz. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund.
You know what's happening?
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout. Fucking Sigismund.
Farewell.
My respects to you.
You know what's happening?
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout Divish sent to see how things look in Skalitz. Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund.
Good luck to you.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
God be with you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Right there now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Quickly, we have Timothy.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
Shit. That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king, then, that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg, and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Safe? Heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come back. Why would they? We'll stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to the fields tomorrow.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votiver is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country, God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Take care now.
The best thing for hair.
Good health, dear.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Aye. Whatever, the pond keeper is your man. He ought to be by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him. Good luck to you.
That's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort.
Did you see them horrible foreign soldiers? Them with the straight...
Halo, halo. Ze wszystkimi dodatkami. Co? Kurwa, gdzie tu są spichlerze? Czemu to nie jest oznaczone na ten...
Stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back.
Przydałbym się orzeł jak w Asasynie. Teoretycznie to chyba na zamku gdzieś powinno być, kurwa, takie coś. Czy na podzamczu? No do ikony to ci powiem, kurwa, że idziesz niby, ale kurwa, gdzie to jest, to już kurwa.
Before I picked it up, I reckon someone must be playing a trick on me and they were hiding in the bushes just to have a laugh. Not a soul anywhere.
That's a piece of good fortune then. We ought to celebrate.
By all means. The best of it is that pair of idiots, Prokop and Ondra, were walking right ahead of me, and they never even noticed the purse. And it was lying there right in the middle of the road.
You're a lucky man.
This time, but it all evens out in the end anyway.
Aye, true enough. God's millstones will grind you down eventually.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votova's your man. He's the local dealer, skinny fella. I saw him by the granny. He'll buy anything that has any value and he'd sell you his own granny. If he hadn't already sold her long since. Good luck to you.
The edge of Scout's woods. Mary, Mother of God, preserve us.
Well, go Gordon. And I heard it snowed instead.
Nonsense. Who told you such a thing?
What is it? It's true, I swear. The wife's brother goes...
Take Take care now.
My respects to you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured him?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
I was talking to some merchant in Prague about it, and he said
Chyba muszę być niegrzeczny i stąd spierdolić.
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat! Raise the alarm! He's trying to escape! You men down there! There's a prisoner escaping!
What is it you want here?
Hey, is someone there?
A czemu nie pływać?
We better not go in any further. I might drown.
Nie u mnie. Nie u mnie.
Got you. Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Kurwa! Fuck! My ankle!
Kurwa, moja kostka, uderzył mnie. A to jest drugi strażnik. Kurwa, gdzie konia jakiś znajdę? Ty mi tu nie pierdol, tylko powiedz, gdzie ja znajdę jakiegoś kunia, kurwa. Chuj, będę musiał z buta iść, kurwa. Ochowaj, kochany, w skalicy ucieknij z zamku i udaj się. Mapa. Czy ja sobie mogę tu jakoś na tej mapie zaznaczyć, gdzie ja muszę spierdalać? O czerwony chuju, kurwa. Ja pierdolę, do tej skalicy to jest hektar stąd. Kurwa, trzeba było ten łuk zajebać z tego zamku. Może by nie było przypału. Może by się przydał. Chodzi o to. Cel nieosiągnięty, zdobądź konia. źle to nie wygląda, kurwa. Mogłem komuś pomóc na początku gry, ale nie umiałem miecza wyciągnąć, więc kurwa dostałem za pierwszym razem pierdol, a... Miałem. Za pierwszym razem tam podleciałem, ale dostałem w pierdol, bo mnie zaczęli napierdalać oczywiście. No nie miałem tego jebanego miecza. A za drugim razem już tam nie podchodziłem. No i prawdopodobnie... Nie umiałem go... Później się okazało... No, znaczy miałem miecz, ale nie umiałem go wyciągnąć, no. Teraz już wiem. Tak. Nie na strzałce. Tak, bym sprawdził ten mój najpierw tutaj. Może być coś ciekawego, kurwa. W którym miejscu jestem na mapie. A do skalicy to jeszcze kawałek, kurwa. Czyli palili tu co mogli, kurwa, po drodze.
Jesus.
Czy ja chcę, żeby ktoś tu mnie złapał na okradaniu trupów, kurwa? Chyba tak średnio. Kurwa, jak na trupy to mają dużo jedzenia przy sobie i to jeszcze spalone trupy. Chyba zrobimy sobie zapis. Ale nie możesz teraz spóźnić, nie masz czasu do stracenia. No jeszcze jakbym kurwa widział, jak tu się skacze. No i kurwa zajebiście jakieś. No, ale kurwa to już jest przesada, żeby potem... Jak kurwa z koniem to samo było, ja pierdolę. No, robimy ten kurwa jebany mierzwa, jakiś dziczały kundę słyszałem. Nie no, przechodzenie tutaj między kurwa strumykami a kurwa ziemią to jest kurwa tragedia jakaś, no. No ale tu są nawet tego strugą, kurwa, bym nie nazwał, tylko jakąś smródką, kurwa, i on tego przejść nie może, stary, no, wejść, kurwa. Niech nie przesadzają, kurwa, te. Przez takie rzeczy to ja, kurwa, za dzieciaka przechodziłem, kurwa, nie to dopiero dorosły mężczyzna, kurwa, te. Przegięcie pały trochę po mojemu. Dobra. No co wejdź na streama, zobacz, co to jest, kurwa, taka struga, ala, no. Później ja specjalnie dla ciebie strugi nie będę szukał, kurwa, te łobuzie. No już biegnę, kurwa, nie będę stał w miejscu. Jednak, kurwa, od wczoraj wczoraj gram, prawie nic tu nie zrobiłem, kurwa. Standard, kurwa. W kości, kurwa, grałem, kurwa, chyba 2 godziny, kurwa. Się wkurwiałem, że przegrywam, kurwa. Rozkminiłem trochę chociaż o co chodzi. O, bandaż to sobie wezmę, chuj, bierzemy wszystko. Chleb, a na chuj mi drugą pochodnia, chuj nie chcę. Chałupę moim dupy spalili, ty. No to chuj. Chleb, jabłko, dobra, bierzemy, kurwa. Grosze, kurwa, to zawsze. Suszone owoce, pochodnie potrzebne. Na wszelki zaś, kurwa, chodzę z tym, z mieczem, kurwa, w ręku. No po wiosce, kurwa, która jest ten... Dobra, to sumie masz rację, kurwa, jakiś chuj mi jeszcze wypadnie, z którym się nie muszę koniecznie bić, nie od razu atakuję. Białe rzodkiew, kurwa, 7, stary, ja pierdolę, ci na zupę. Kon jeszcze zupy nie gotować. Kapusta, kurwa, człowieku, 5 kapusty, ja pierdolę. O, gorzałka, wino, kurwa, to dopiero musi być. Reszta to tam chuj. Dobra, kurwa, za dużo zbieramy, kurwa, za mało gramy. Dobra, spierdalamy, kurwa, bo ja tu będę następne 3 godziny siedział po tej wiosce i zbieram. Jestem w tych, kurwa, tych czy nie? Mapa. No, blisko, blisko. No po drodze trzeba iść. No i chuj, jak ja tam mam wejść? Przejść, kurwa, co mi spierdoliło. tam stoi. Nie podoba mi się to.
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here? Tired of life,
Kurwa.
are you?
No, wiedziałem, żeby wyciągnąć miecz. No nie, kurwa, czarodziej mówi, że nie. No kurwa, schował. Co kurwa, rękę na mnie podniosłeś, a teraz na kolana padasz, chuju zajebany. Muszę ściąć, kurwa, jak... Miałem zajebać go? Będę taki niedobry? O chuj, zejdzie bez ramy koło. Bez broni. Jak cię kurwa jeszcze raz spotkam, że mnie napadasz, to cię zajebie, nawet się nie będę zastanawiał. Tylko ja mogę tu ciała ukradać. Co? Nie wiem. Kurwa. Nekrofita, kurwa, ty jesteś kurwa nekrofita. Też. No jest, no. W sumie to nie powinienem takie rzeczy robić, kurwa, jak rycerzem chcę zostać, no ale kurwa. Oni wszyscy kurwa tacy byli, wiesz, kurwa. O, salami znalazłem, stare, suszone mięso, grosik, kurwa, i weź tego nie bierz, kurwa. Kurwa, dawaj do domu rodzinnego. Kurwa, ale męczy mnie to tak, że ja tamtej dziewczyny nie uratowałem, kurwa, że chuj, no. Przez ten jebany... No, kurwa. A, zobaczmy co tam moją ukochaną, a moja ukochana tu leży, kurwa. Dobra dupa była, ty piwo ojcu dawała za gratis, kurwa.
It wasn't supposed. Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you.
Nie, do gorzelni to zejdziemy, kurwa. Coś jeszcze da się stąd, kurwa, wyjąć. No, tu spalamy, zajebałem, trzeba było spierdalać, jak cię, kurwa, ściągnąć, siedzieć, kurwa. I piwo kręcić, tak? Czy robi?
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me?
No jak nie? Przecież włączałem, kurwa.
Forgive me. Forgive me for everything.
Jak ja mam 0 widzów, kurwa, 1,5 godziny trwa transmisja.
I'll never run away again.
Nie robię shareplaya, kurwa. Robię.
I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden
A mówię
tree.
inaczej, bo to chuj, a nie rycerz był. O.
At least I can do that much for you.
Nie wiem, czy jedną ustawiałem chyba nie. Jest jeden, kurwa, czarodziej przed. No. Ty, a weź coś napisz, ciekawe czy coś tam. Czy komunikat mi wyjdzie z jakoś inaczej, nie wiem jak to teraz podobno. A ty, ale kurwa ten obraz to czasami kurwa tak smoży. Troszkę. Jakiegoś psa tu słyszę, kurwa. Tylko może go nie będę musiał zabijać, mam nadzieję, że to mój pies, kurwa. Przyjaciel. Chodź, kici, kici. Kurwa nie odpuszczę, albo to psy, albo mnie wilki zaraz pierdolą. Tylko jak kurwa on skakać umiał, jebany chuj. Co, weszłeś 2 razy? Na imprezę? Czyli 2 razy jesteś na imprezie. Podwójnie. Nie mogę, tylko nie umiem, kurwa. Bardziej bym. Ty, jaki chuj psa chce zajebać, ale kurwa ten to zginie, kurwa.
Get away, you beast!
What's going on?
Jeb mu przez łeb tą łopatą.
What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? And isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing?
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows
No
what
tej
else.
nie pomogłem, kurwa.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
Pożycz mi łopaty, bo co nie...
You see, a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Kurwa, czekaj, bo mi bije tu chuj. Czemu ja go kurwa... To było mocne.
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Trochę mu ryja ubije.
Easy there, boy. You know me. Your good master won't be...
Kurwa, ze względu na moje polecenie powiedziałem ci, że to gniot, którego nie warto oglądać. Nie warto oglądać, kurwa. Może, kurwa, bądź moim pieskiem. Ja chcę złupić swojego pana. Myślałem, że będę miał... Co? Oj, kurwa, nie. Wystarczy, kurwa. Jest tak płytki, nudny, to nawet komedią, kurwa, bym tego nie nazwał. To jest, kurwa, jakaś żenada po prostu. Ten... Szkoda pieniędzy, kurwa, też wolałbym, żeby mi ten hajs oddali, jak takie gówno mieli nakręcić. Albo niech, kurwa, nie da, nie wiem, dla bezdomnych, kurwa, te pieniądze przekazali. Bo, kurwa, szkoda na garze dla tych aktorów, kurwa, i wstyd w ogóle, że ci aktorzy chcieli w tym filmie zagrać, kurwa, A weź idź w pizdu, kurwa, mieć w portfolio taki film, kurwa, to lepiej nie mieć żadnego, kurwa. A, to miałem oglądać, znaczy pewnie to, pewnie to obejrzę, ale... Znaczy, ale to też nie jest nic świeżego, tak? Bo cały ten schemat filmu to jest, kurwa, wiesz, to już było, tylko no... Było coś podobnego. No, ale o podobnej tematyce było w chuj filmów, no. Kurwa, stary z bawionego sznapsa znalazł. Do własnej domu jakiś klucz miałeś, kurwa, w skrzyni. Czekaj, co ja tu, kurwa, mam teraz robić? Wykop grób pod lipą i pochowaj swoich rodziców, kurwa. Dobra, kurwa. No, chyba jest lipa, kurwa, teraz. Miecz tu mam schował. Kurwa, jak oczyścić broń, kurwa? To jest pytanie, kurwa. za mnie. Tak, kurwa. Ty to jesteś mądry, kurwa. Mądrego też miło posłuchać, kurwa. Czekaj, gracz... Waga... Umiejętności... Rana głowy. Jeszcze nie będę dość ostrożna, jak to uleczyć, kurwa. Inwentarz, broń, zbroja. Łopata. Bandaż 5, kurwa, zastosuj. Nie mogę zastosować, bo nie krwawię, dobra. Kurwa, taki ze mnie medyk, że zaraz umrę, kurwa. Nie pierdolę, że to drzewo tylko domu jest, kurwa, też głupie było, kurwa.
This is a good place.
No nie pierdol, koło domu ich będziesz chował, kurwa, ty tempa dzido. Czemu tej łopaty, kurwa, nie mogę? Ten bo ja, kurwa, nie wiem, o chuj tu chodzi. Kurwa, fajnie pochodnie wyciągnąłem. O jest, kurwa, guzik zacznie kopać, wow. Se kop, kurwa. O, chyba jednak będzie pies.
So, let's get to it.
Mam psa i teraz jak w John Wicku zabiją mu psa i on rozpierdoli cały świat. O bo ja wiem, co ja się na psach mam. 4 łapy i ogon, kurwa. Taka rasa. Możesz na necie poszukać, co to za pies, kurwa.
How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help?
Kurwa, teraz z 5 się będą wsiąść.
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
Zajebiście, kurwa. Ale wpierdol dostanę. Coś czuję.
Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, runt! Aye, cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Kurwa, jak się unik robi tu. Kurwa, miecz! Nie! Kurwa, nie! Nawet nie miałem czasu, żeby miecz wyciągnąć, kurwa. Ja chcę cię zajebać.
I told you how it would. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
The games are over.
Że miałem dostać Ty, najlepsze jest to, że uratowała mnie dziewczyna, której ja nie pomogłem, ty. Kurwa. Chyba przynajmniej tak mi się wydaje, że to ono. Przynajmniej tak samo ubrana, kurwa. Podobnie, kurwa. Tam, Teresę, kurwa. Tak jakby wstęp do gry mam zaliczony, kurwa. Tak na filmikach to coś tam nawet z momentami zajebiście zagra wygląda. Szkoda, że nie jest po polsku, tylko z napisami. No wiesz, no raczej powinna być, no. Mógłbyś zrobić jak z Ghost of Tsushima? Japońskie i polskie napisy? Akurat w Ghostie to jest jedyny i słuszny wybór, kurwa, tak grać. Ajajajajaj. Chociaż kurwa raz zagram z tym polskim dubbingiem, ale to będzie męczarnia, kurwa, ja już to czuję, kurwa. No. Ja znam, bo ja znam Czarodziej, bo ja grałem z japońskim dubbingiem i kurwa polskimi napisami. No faktem, że nasi kurwa koleś od tłumaczenia kurwa są zjebani do potęgi, ale to miesza szczegół. No ale to jest tragedia, no. Po polski jest ogólnie tragedia, kurwa. Ja się w ogóle nie odnajduję tego w tym klimacie, kurwa. I nie wiem, jak ty mogłeś wytrzymać w ogóle grać po polsku, kurwa, w tą grę. Mnie od pierwszych chwil to wkurwiało. Jak włączyłem, kurwa, po przejściu na chwilę. Czyli tak przejdę po polsku. Powiedziałem, że za pierwszym razem będę grał po japońsku, że raz przejdę to po polsku. Ale kurwa... Jest, kurwa, mam cię. No. Ty kurwa jesteś. Kurwa. Kurwa, teraz tam to była jebana. No kurwa, gdzie ta pizda jest?
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. You slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Ugh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Mhm. W sumie to żarcie to ma określoną wartość, więc albo to wpierdolić, sprzedać, a to już się zepsuło, albo... W sumie to kurwa pasowałoby wszystko wziąć i sprzedać to w pizdu. Pierścień Bianki. To jest kurwa Bianka. Kurwa ty, muszę nauczyć się czytać. W sumie nie dziwi, kurwa, taki chłop to był durny. Dobra. Strawa, bo ja tu kurwa trochę głodny się robię. Czekaj, tu mam jedno. Cebulku, chleb, gruszka, na granicy rozjebania, pierdolamy. Jabłko na granicy rozjebania, pierdolamy. 68, chleb, pierdolamy. Bułka, 74, pierdolamy. Marchew, 29, pierdolamy. Kurczak. Kurwa, przesadziłem. Nie wiem, się nie przejadać przez 5 dni. Oj chuj, się przejadę. Teresa, pogodziłaś się z tym? A kurwa myć. Ciekawe, czy tu ryby mogą łowić.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So what are we to do with you, Henry?
What actually happened to you in Scallis? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
All right, then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold.
Hello, you. Claire.
And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring.
You're a nice boy.
I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Tinker. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up.
No, tu można innymi postaciami grać. Kurwa, kurde. Kurwa, dawaj nawet pajęczynę biorę, kurwa, co mi to? Czy Zbyszek ten ciul?
Let's see what you can sniff out here.
See.
Co do kurwa kopałeś, ty piesek?
There's a good doggy. That's my boy. Let's see what you can sniff out here.
See.
Here, heal.
Kurwa, dopierania, ale chyba coś potrzebuję, kurwa. Zresztą, kurwa, to nie widać, co by tu pielić, kurwa. O. Kurwa, bierz ten, wiesz.
That should do it. The garden is looking how it should again.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Chuj, nic nie mam, to ściema było. Kurde, karmić, kurwa, jakieś ziarno by się przydało. Kołpą muszę wejść.
I must bring Tinker a piece of meat. That'll be a nice treat. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. There's no point in waking anyone before I've got my chores done. No, I should finish my chores and not wake anyone.
Dobra, co ja tam miałem zrobić jeszcze, kurwa? Dziennik. Nakarm kury, kurwa, czy... jak nie mam czym. Tą kurwa tylko kury nakarmi. No kurna, ziarna nie mogę w ogóle znaleźć. kurwa jest? Idziemy karmić kury, kurwa.
Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks. What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All right. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, unless you want to stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing Zbyszek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day, never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day. Mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work, too.
Right. Go for nails, send Samuel and Zbyszek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Teresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
Really? Now you've got me curious, Pa. I'll be on my way then.
Zamiast myszka do roboty, usnąłem, no to kurwa, to też wiem.
Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight, and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There'll be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What, about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go, then. If I leave early, nothing will happen to anyone. And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Nemoy.
Don't I always?
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Ah! Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
co mi zostało? A nowa? No to może być całkiem spoko akurat.
God be with you, Teresa.
Ale co jest przekombinowane w tych nowych Godzillach, bo ja nie wiem, no. Ale ta dwójka to zajebista się wyszła im moim zdaniem. Jezu, ale o samą Godzillę kurwa mi chodzi, a nie o to, że jest film o Godzilli, no to tak samo, nie wiem, no to po chuj Avengersów oglądasz, albo po chuj grasz w gry o superbohaterach, przecież superbohaterów nie ma, kurwa, no. No ale to po co grasz w te gry o superbohaterach, no kurwa, jeździ samochodem, graj w farmę i tyle, no kurwa, no. I też to jest bardzo prawdopodobne, że była taka małpa, no kurwa, no. Ale słuchaj, ale to jest bez sensu w ogóle, to co ci przeszkadza, to jest bez sensu. Przeszkadza ci kurwa historia, których jest wiele kurwa takich jak ty mówisz, no. A co przeszkadza ci, że nie wiem, byli obcy, były androidy, kurwa, nie wiem. No a co ona jest skomplikowana? Cała historia. Weź, nie, bo tobie to przeszkadza, bo ty ogólnie całej historii nie oglądałeś tych poprzednich i tobie to po prostu fuj przeszkadza. To ja nie wiem co ci tam przeszkadza. To taki sam spin-off robią jak kurwa Marvel versus. No to tak samo kurwa. To tak samo, to jest tak sam spin-off ci robią kurwa jak Avengers kurwa versus przeciwko Just League, no. No ale to ci przeszkadza, a to nie, no kurwa. Ale ale tu po prostu on nie jest przekombinowany, tylko taka była historia. Oni też tego nie wyssali sobie wszystkiego z palca, stary. Tylko to było w komiksach, no. Nie, tam po prostu po pierwsze nie zgodzę się z tobą. Tam jest po prostu ogólnie to kurwa po pierwsze źle nakręcone, po drugie, znaczy źle pokazane, to przede wszystkim, a oni po prostu to zaczęli kurwa od pamiętników. Jak ktoś czyta książkę, to się w tym kurwa w miarę odnajdzie, chociaż no ja czytając miałem trochę problem, no bo oni to też tak kurwa zrobili trochę z dupy moim zdaniem, ale dobra. Tobie przeszkadza po prostu ta retrospekcja, ale ona tobie przeszkadza i w grach ona ci we wszystkim przeszkadza, więc no kurwa, no. Kurwa, ale tu ten obraz migocze, kurwa, te... To jest normalne, żeby tu ten obraz tak migotał? No ale gra to kurwa jest gra, książka to jest książka, tu nie...
Good morning.
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the fort.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right. I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
Źle podeszli, no kurwa jak... Ja pierdolę, źle podeszli to oni w ogóle kurwa z doborem aktorów, ja nie mogę kurwa tego znieść. Jak mogli zrobić czarną Tris Merigold, kurwa no.
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No,
No tak, był nikim. Masz rację, no on tu na pewno był nikim. No był kolesiem, który prowadził wielomilionową firmę, kurwa, no nie, i był nikim. No masz rację, to zero totalne, no po prostu.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll stop by tomorrow for those nails then.
Not at all. Oh, and another thing to
Nie, mówisz bekarz, kurwa.
Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
Idąc z tym tokiem myślenia, to Wiedźmin też jest od zera do bohatera, no. Ale co oni ci mieli pokazać, jak oni kurwa początku kurwa nie umieją nakręcić, a co dopiero jeszcze babka mówi, że ona kurwa książkę czytała, no to chyba inną niż kurwa wszyscy, no bo ja nie wiem skąd ona tam wzięła czarną kurwa Tris, no naprawdę, no. Ta aktorka to, ja nic do niej nie mam, bo ona została wybrana przez reżyserów, no ale kurwa, nie wiem, jakby czytała książkę, no to może sama by pomyślała, że kurwa, no do tej roli to może nie warto kurwa jednak, wiesz, iść kurwa na casting, no. Widziałeś gdzieś we Władcy Pierścieni kurwa czarnoskórego kurwa elfa? Bo ja kurwa jakoś sobie nie przypominam. Może jestem w błędzie, to mi to wypomnij, ale co to ma do rzeczy, kiedy to było nakręcone, kurwa? Nie czasy się zmieniają, jak coś w książce jest białe, to jest białe, jak jest czarne, to jest czarne, no. Kurwa, tak, prawda. Dobra, to niech kręcą film o kurwa II wojnie światowej i niech kurwa zrobią czarnego Hitlera, no kurwa. Kurwa, czarnego, chińskiego, kurwa, chuj tam. W ogóle niech się nie trzymają historycznych, czy tego, co w książkach, kurwa, jest napisane. Niech robią sobie, co chcą, kurwa, no. No ale ja mam wyjebane w taki target, kurwa, i dla mnie to powinno... I dla mnie to powinno być jebane, bo dla mnie to jest rasizm, kurwa. Pisze, że bohaterka jest biała, a oni ją, kurwa, czarną robią, no, kurwa, bo w grze, bo w tym, bo nie ma, kurwa... Jak w opisach książki czegoś nie ma, historycznie nie ma, to nie robimy tego, kurwa. Chcę sobie robić swoje spin-offy, to niech se, kurwa... Inny temat obierze, no. Nie wiem, kurwa. Mnie to wkurwia już po prostu. Bo oni w filmach upraszczają i kurwa we wszystkim. Już mam dosyć tego po prostu. Tak samo to hasło Black Lives is Matter, ja to kurwa tego w ogóle nie łapię, kurwa. No to jest, dla mnie to hasło jest przejawem ogólnie też rasizmu, bo kurwa życie każdego jest ważne, a nie tylko kurwa czarnych, no kurwa no. To jest propaganda rasistowska moim zdaniem, kurwa. Czekaj, bo tu kurwa chodzę bez celu teraz. Jak co znajdę? Historycznie też pewnie nie było, kurwa, ale pewnie że będą, kurwa. No, czekaj, no, no nie wiem czy tak szybko, kurwa, te... Nie wiem czy tak szybko. Jakiś tam król może dostał niewolnika, kurwa, ale to... Żeby ich dużo było, to raczej bym przypuszczał, kurwa. A i nie używaj słowa murzyn, bo podobno też jest kurwa rasistowskie i zabronione. Już kurwa nie wiem co. A punkt widzenia zależy od punktu siedzenia.
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh? Playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye. He's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm.
Lepsze, wiesz, z zadaniem się trochę ociągałem, kurwa, wziąłem piwo zimne, kurwa. Przyszedłem ojcu dać, kurwa, on mnie odesłał, kurwa, poszedł po następne, bo to już jest ciepłe. Tu chyba to było.
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Teresa. Take that. Oh, shit.
Jak mu to piwo mam dać, kurwa.
Are you talking to me? I don't see anyone else here, so...
Come along, free.
Oh, shit. I'm sweating like a pig. Take that.
No jak ja mam tego chuja tu ściągnąć? Czemu ja tam chujowi tego piwa nie mogę dać, ja kurwa nie łapię temu. Kurwa, żeby płotu nie mogła otworzyć, kurwa, i dać mu tego piwa, to ja nie wiem, kurwa, o chuj tu chodzi, no. To jakaś kpina jest, kurwa. Nie wiem jak to zrobić, tylko info, piwo dla Henry'ego, ten.
To me. To me.
Mam dla ciebie, debilu, piwo, podejdź po nie. Wow. Szybko żeś do tego doszedł. Ty. Czemu ja tego piwa nie mogę, kurwa? No chuj tu, choć coś mi się tu kurwa nie wyświetla, kurwa pewnie.
To me.
Take that.
Let's see what you can sniff out here.
Seek.
Czekaj, ustawienia, pomóc, sterowanie.
To heal, Tinker. To me. To heal, Tinker.
Kurwa, jak może... O, kurwa, przeszła przez to, ja pierdolę, jakimś cudem.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you'd need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's Forge out here
Robiąc
today.
bieg na kółku,
That's very sweet of
kurwa,
you.
i
Give
na
me a beer.
kwadracie przy... Majka.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyek. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah. More likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
All right then. I accept your challenge, young sir. But I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then. Come on then. Show me what you're made of. Whoever is the first to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Ah, don't worry. I can handle it.
Don't go easy on me, Harold.
Ah, very good.
Henry, really? Well, that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you all right?
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I didn't mean to, you know.
Show me that.
No, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now. By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
God bless. What can I help you with?
Czekaj, coś nie chciał, żeby mnie coś kupił.
What else was it you wanted from me?
You brought that beer to Henry, then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did he say?
He said thanks. That's about it.
Huh. That's just like him. All right. But now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in the woods?
Right now? You want to court me in the shade of the pines?
No. I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps. Henry's favorite.
What herbs do you need?
I've got almost everything, except belladonna. I know a clearing where the best plants grow.
Belladonna? But that's deadly poison.
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, I haven't poisoned anyone yet.
Why don't you go and pick it yourself?
Pa won't let me go on my own. They say a wolf was seen in the woods recently.
A wolf? Hereabouts?
So they say. But it was old Blaha who claimed to see it, and he's never sober. Still, I wouldn't want to go there alone.
Couldn't your brother go with you?
Adam? He'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, someone has to take care of the tavern. But he could lend us his bow. Good thinking, Tess.
Thanks? Henry's favorite. I see.
Yes. I'd like to give it to him tomorrow.
I might have known it'd be about Henry again.
Well, you know how it is, Tess. Don't worry. You'll find a fella one day.
That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Zbyszek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you anyway. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa. I hope that was just the beer talking. So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods?
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. Adam won't lend me his bow. The last time he did, I broke the string. You'll have to get it from him. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. But Stibor taught you, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter. If the wolf sees a bow, he won't come near us. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink and the bow is yours.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me... well...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the province. And once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake, alright?
Alright, I'll help you. But next time I want something from you. I don't want to hear any excuses about how you have to see Henry.
Deal. You're an angel, Tess.
Tego razu nie będzie.
God be with you.
I heard you're a really good archer. And that you've even got your own bow.
Yeah. I've got a bow. I made it myself. And I can hit the tree behind the tavern at 20 paces.
Good heavens, that's amazing. Would you lend me your bow for a while?
Lend my bow? To a girl? Well, I don't know, Teresa.
Hey, Adam. If you lend me your bow, I'll dance with you at the next celebration.
You won't fool me that easily. You can make eyes at me all you like, but I know you don't mean it. And anyway, I'm pretty sure Bianca put you up to it.
Well, only a little.
I thought as much.
We're going to the woods to pick herbs, and I heard there's a wolf there, so I need that bow.
Are you mad? He'll eat you, bow and all.
No, he won't. If he crosses my path, I'll shoot him dead.
Shoot him dead? Sure. Not with my bow, though. Take my advice and stay at home, out of harm's way.
What's wrong? Are you afraid I'll get up to some mischief with it? I won't break it. Stibor taught me how to shoot, and he said I was pretty good.
Well, he would, wouldn't he? He's your brother. Shooting a bow takes skill and strength. You'd never even be able to draw it.
Supposing I buy the bow off you.
Well, I could always make another one. And Pa gives me nothing from the tavern money. All right, then. But it won't be cheap. That's the nicest pile of coin I've ever made. I mean to say, thanks. May my little bow serve you well. I'll throw in a few arrows, too.
Czemu tu żepczesz?
I lost everything. I had a wife, a home, children. I had cattle and sheep. Then foreign soldiers came and took it all from me. They killed and burned. Only I survived.
What soldiers do you mean?
I don't know. One soldier's the same as the next. I fled far away to this peaceful land, as far as I could from the scene of my suffering.
I've seen you in Skalitz, but I've never spoken to you before.
No, not many people talk to me.
Why is that?
Why? Because I'm a stranger here, and people would rather look after their own than strangers.
I'll give you something. Wait.
A few groschen will do.
Here you are. At least you can get yourself a bite to eat.
Oh, thanks 1,000-fold. God sees your good deed and will watch over you.
Hey, stick that weapon in your belt before the guards see you.
I've got the bow. We can get going.
Great. Come with me. Hey, Teresa, wait. There's a magpie's nest somewhere on that tree. Last time I was passing here, I saw that bird carrying something shiny in its nest. Listen, since you've got a bow, why not try and shoot the nest down? Adam does it all the time, so I'm sure there's nothing to it. God be with you, Teresa.
O kurwa, bez celownika to ci powiem, kurwa, z tym łukiem to... Prawdziwy hardcore, kurwa.
I wonder what could be in that nest.
Kurwa, gdzie jest strzelony? Trafiłem, kurwa.
I had a look in the nest.
Yeah? And what did you find there?
There was a ring in it. Looks like silver.
Really? Holy Mother of God! I always wanted a silver ring. But you're the one who shot it down.
Right. I shot it down, so it's mine.
Yeah, keep it. You deserve it.
You don't mind?
No. After all, I've got Henry. And if I ask him, he'll get me an even better ring. While you've got no one.
You know what? Let's just go and pick those damned herbs before I change my mind about the whole thing.
Oh, come on then. I wonder what happened here. I saw it the last time. But no one reported anything in Scarlet. Do you think they skidded off the road and something devoured them? Maybe a wolf?
I thought you didn't believe in the wolf.
I don't. I didn't. Better keep going. Come on. Come back. We'll turn into the woods here and go uphill a bit. Follow me. It's a sweet little garden, isn't it? I never met anyone here. But it's always well kept. Probably some witch. Who else would put a garden in the woods? It's a shame that witch doesn't grow belladonna, too. Did you hear that? We'd better keep going, right? We're nearly there. We'll go along the road here, and then back into the woods. This is the place. I'll start picking, and you keep a lookout.
How long will it take you?
Just a short while. Don't worry. But while I'm at it, I'd like to pick enough to keep me going for a while. Just keep watch, and I'll tell you when I'm done.
All right, I'll keep watch. Just make it quick.
I'd better pick as much as I can carry. Help! Wolf! Wolf!
Kurwa, wyciągnij ten jebany łuk. Na chuj ty go chowałaś? To jest kurwa...
To me. That's a good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Czego się sam ci nie będę dał, piesku. Jak już jestem w lesie, to... O, jelonki. Jezu, kurwa, czy to nie może... Ciekawe kurwa, że ikona na dochodzenia to jest kurwa, że był środek ekranu, ale do łuku kurwa to zapomnij. To może da się ustawić kurwa. W sumie w menu nie grzebałem.
Put the weapon.
I thought those rumors about a wolf were just idle talk.
Idle talk, indeed. If I'd been alone, that beast would surely have devoured me.
That was a funny-looking wolf, don't you think? I reckon it was actually a wild dog.
Wolf or dog, it was a monstrous beast. Henry will never believe this.
Did anything happen to you?
No, I'm fine. Thank God. It's a good thing you came along.
Did you manage to pick enough herbs?
Yeah, I did. Fortunately, I'll brew plenty of that liquor. Enough for you, too, as a reward.
All right, thanks. What will you do now?
I'll go back to work at the tavern. There's been quite enough excitement for one day. Thanks for coming with me, Tess. And don't forget to come and see me tomorrow.
All right.
Put that weapon away before someone gets hurt.
Good day, Teresa.
Można skakanie na kwadracie ustawić. Ja pierdolę.
God save you, Tess.
Good day.
How are things, Matthew?
Teresa, it's unusual to see you here. Come to see the 8th wonder of the world, have you?
What would that be now?
Fritz, working. Well, that's a sight you don't see every day.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black. You don't look too busy yourself.
Why overdo it? Jesus was a carpenter too, but how many beams do you think he made, eh?
Matthew, that's blasphemy.
No, it's only a harmless joke. You don't have to look at me like the parish priest did at Kunesh, when he spewed over his pew.
Ugh, don't even remind me. Well, I'd better be going.
Go be with you,
Work
Teresa.
to do, you know.
Don't overdo it now.
Go be with you.
What's new, Fritz?
I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. There's going to be a dance this evening. Are you going?
Maybe. I've got a lot to do still.
They say it's going to carry on tomorrow too. And they'll be roasting a pig. Can't miss that.
So I heard. I wonder how come Sir Radzig allowed it.
No, it wasn't his lordship's idea. It was Master Faithfar's.
Master Tobias? Why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to show off his wealth. I'd have roast pig and dancing every evening if I had his coin.
Oh my, what am I going to do?
Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, no. Nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
You want me to find you a dancing partner?
No, not quite. I've already picked one.
Let me guess. Matthias?
I? Who else?
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
Can't you just go and invite him straight out?
You must be joking. What if he doesn't like me? What if he's more interested in... No, not a chance.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up. God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice? And he'll say,
"Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?"
"Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening." And then he'll finally get the message.
"Oh, the dance. Yes. Johanka, wouldn't you like to go with me?"
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking. Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look... Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You can't be serious. That will never work.
It will. Please, Tess. He loves that dice of his. He'll be overjoyed when I give it back to him.
All right then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you have it.
Hang on, though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how to use one.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
Well, then maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias, for the love of God.